All right. About last night. All right. Mm, mm. Y'all, I'm falling wrong. Tears with the tears. Okay. So let's see. Because I was just driving down the street and I seen another watchtower or a clock tower at the old, it's an old like milk factory or something like this. And I seen another clock tower. Um, because I was already thinking like a couple times when somebody was moving, that they was not really moving or something. Ten of Swords. Yeah. So I'm wondering, did somebody pass away last night? Could be the Emperor. We got the Empress, and then we got Cultivation reverse. Um, Somebody's not be able to grow something with somebody possibly. Somebody could have passed away, or they got out of the game, or they left, or something. So we got the Empress cutting down some of the wheat, or this could be some of the old world people here. All right. And then we have the Lovers here. Look like somebody could have been going into a union here. Maybe these people aren't necessarily in love yet because that was Heart Song. Because the cherubim is just pointing the arrow at this person. Nobody's hit with the arrow. Everybody looked kind of confused a little bit. Okay. In this image is three people. This is the lovers, but no, the lovers usually has the angel. But these could be fallen angels or people that's bound to the earth, or somebody is trying to bind somebody to the earth in a union. But we got some people going to jail right after that. So I don't know what the hell that is. Okay. I hope that nobody do marriage fraud or something like this, and then they end up going to jail, because whatever this is an injustice. Somebody could have even got married in somebody else's name or something like this. Um, Somebody could have got married in somebody else's name. Why is that hump right there? Oh, that's gonna bother me. All right. Okay. So let's see. Cause I kept seeing the Hierophant today, but we wasn't really calling them out. I don't really recall dealing with the Hierophant in my readings today, but it kept on falling in my hands and making me really look at it. Somebody, oh well, I needed you before or something like this. They could be looking at somebody. Like I told you, somebody was. I also heard today that you were the experience. You were the. Somebody was sent me the song that you. I was the inspiration for something. Okay. So I don't know what this is. Somebody could be using my intellectual property, and doing something with it. King of Pentacles in reverse, and we got again somebody shooting arrows at the sky. We could be. I'm hearing arrows or eros, whatever his name is. Okay, because we had that love energy. Okay. Also, she used to be my girl. So I don't know. We got the Two of Swords here. You might be able to peep something or see something after shooting up or opening up the sky. Mm, excuse me. Also, it could be somebody being lovers of themselves. Like it's time for somebody to love theyself. Meaning, you, baby, you should go and love yourself. I think that's what that song say, something like this. But I feel like this could be somebody trying to go the direction of your clone, but it's being blocked. It's not the way. I was just looking at a picture of my auntie and my uncle, my so-called auntie and uncle yesterday, and I'm like, these motherfuckers look just alike. So maybe even on this ramp, that was the first person. I'm like, I've been seeing these people all the time. Now I said, they kind of look alike a little bit. Like I can tell that they may be from Africa or they have more African traits, both of them. But I never noticed how much they look alike. Okay. I looked at the facial feature, everything exactly the same. I'm like, damn, like the older they get and they looking just the fuck alike. Y'all know how they say people can start looking alike, but I wonder if that's even true. I wonder if these are clones or replacements or something like that. Somebody could have passed away. Because what was I kept on hearing? Um, Charles in charge of our lives, of our days and our lives. Charles in charge of our days and our nights. See, we got the Empress that just fell in reverse, death, and then we have the But God card here. And somebody like hold the fuck on. Like I don't know, so trying to get away with something here. And then also we're getting there's some type of battle here. And also we're getting Dino, the last dinosaur. He's our friend and a whole lot more. Moors. But also devil energy. Like, what is that? Because, like, I don't know. Also, there could have been some kind of sexual encounter. I'm getting like what I was getting like 3 years old, and somebody passes away, and they go to their youngest bride or their their most valuable or most special woman or whatever. Mm, yeah. Okay. So I don't know. Something could have happened with a child or something because my daughter's been here with me all night. I was like up and out of it last night. I was like a little bit up and out of it or whatever. But she woke up and she was like, I just feel weird or something like this. So something like I had my eye on her, but we other children, the older girls and stuff like this, and my older daughter was outside in the sunroom like most of the night. And I just felt like a weird, eerie presence. This could also be somebody coming in trying to get energy off of a child or off of somebody and take that energy towards somebody else. Okay. And this is the truth. Somebody could have tried to do a union or a ritual or something. Like I told y'all with that wedding last, all this shit just lining up. The house of wax. Also saying about some grandma. Okay. So instead of somebody read me or something like this, they could have how sometimes like, damn, that little girl looked just like her mama. It's like purposely that they made the child look like my grandmother, or they gave a genetic makeup so that somebody can re-encounter something with this grandmother. But this could be why also something is not going to grow. Okay. Or this could be also like somebody tried to impregnate or give you like a precious moment, because somebody could be trying to say something about somebody to be fat or lazy. I don't think, because I feel like this person deal with plus size women or find them plus size and then get them to lose weight or something like this. They work with them, but I don't really think it has something to be the truth. Ten of Swords energy here, or Ten of Cups. This could be a middle age or a older man or something. This person could be in a union, is happy with a younger woman and some children. Now, this would be fucked up if this was your family that helped your husband cheat on you enough to have children, steal all your money and your inheritance and your new beginning, and night. They could have even took a spaceship or they could have left or something like this. My goodness, that cat looked like a man in the window. And I know this child car is not here, so I know she's not here. But he's standing up in that. He looked like a damn man up in that. Yeah, somebody could have put somebody in jail or imprisonment here. Okay. To get our energy or something like this. And then if you have a younger woman and it's better to have a young woman or something like this. They're more, but these men are not dealing with regular women. You dealing with Sarahs and shit like the abundant, very wealthy things, people. Okay. So somebody, if you have to steal from an older woman that has made it to age 40, I feel like some women are just now, like the people that I was hanging out with, like that's why I was this is why I had to think about it today. Cause I feel like somebody's like, oh, you wasn't there when I needed you. I'm like, hold on. It would never, you know what I'm saying? I had 4 kids and they didn't have the two people I hung around the most, they didn't have no kids. The third person only had like 2 or 3 kids, but her kids knew how to take care of themselves. So she, that was the thing. And then all the whole family that was needy with me, the damn man, all the 4 children, they was all needy with me because I stayed home. You see what I'm saying? And I still made time to be with my friend. I evenly balanced out my as an at-home mom and a wife or whatever, and not really having that many friends and associates or whatever in the world. And even me keeping a tight circle, when the tighter the tight circle can choke the hell out of you if all of the motherfuckers is fake. You understand? Or if they was put in your life just to be spies or something like this. And that's why I'm saying about the whole thing about like don't hold back sexual intercourse from your wife, or it says from your husband, but this means for your wife too. You was fine. You was fine with me day one in the situation when you knew motherfuckers could really. That means that you knew that I had a tight circle. Still have friends. I'll still grow up and I'll probably start me a new life or something like this. And I'll still have I'm not gonna blame myself at all, because this is not regularly like, oh, you didn't know your mom lied to you about this one little thing. No, my whole entire existence, their existence around thing like this offered some um I could feel like somebody saying that, but instead of doing it, just fuck up what you got. Like send somebody in to rape your. Instead of doing it, just fuck up what you got. Like send somebody in to rape your 5-year-old, your let's say 13-year-old daughter or something, and she end up pregnant out of the blue. And because she already talked on the phone to a boy, and they probably talked about something like kissing or making out or having sex or something. You know what I'm saying? Okay to take to take this child because they were secluded to maybe seek attention or feel lonely and stuff like this because they can't make friends and everything. Let's send a little boy in. Friends and everything. Let's send a little boy in. This person will cleave to the little boy or close with this person and then say, oh, I could trust this person. This person will never do something like that to me. And then somebody end up doing something like that because you really fucking don't know nobody. So I'm picking up that somebody got married to somebody and somebody offered that person up in another manner. This is making me think about what we were just. I don't know why the phone keeps coming out, y'all. This could be the like showing thing over. Okay. So again, you could be. This could even be. And somebody personal much that personal much that communicate with this person.